Hello everyone! In this 11th installment of the series dedicated to the ties between the mysterious Forgotten Languages website, UFOs and disclosure, we are progressing through year 2014. If you wish to explore the series right from the very beginning, you can click the link available in the top right corner right now. On the 4th of February, the article titled Downing UFOs, New Strategies for the Downing and Recovery of Unconventional Non-Terrestrial Manned Objects. This topic is not new. From the alleged first and accidentally downed UFO during the White Sands nuclear test in July 1945, through the famous Roswell crash 2 years later, and down to the most modern strategies of coaxing UFOs using nuclear assets and psionic abilities, the purported technology used to down non-human craft has been rumored for decades. Let us see what the English passages reveal this time.
Colonization is the fastest, most complete way for life to fill the galaxy, a strong argument for its inevitability. Once a settlement wave started, it would be virtually impossible to repress.
The first paragraph already begs a question. Whose colonization are we talking about? It could be us, humans spreading throughout the galaxy once we will have mastered interstellar travel technology, and this could occur relatively quickly. But there is also no guarantee whatsoever that this does not refer to an extraterrestrial civilization spreading throughout the Milky Way. The brief passage fitting the narrative presented, for example, in the recent UFO documentary The Age of Disclosure, reveals the assumption.
Unfortunately, we are an eligible nearby system for them. Life tends to expand to occupy all available space. Life adapts to the requirements of every available space. Life evolves higher levels of organization. The higher the level of organization, the faster such organization increases. We hoped our entire solar system to have been missed. The mathematics of theoretical ecology predicted substantial colonization gaps in an otherwise saturated galaxy. Unfortunately, we were wrong.
Once again, we have a reference to a potential extraterrestrial threat looming just outside our border of everyday reality, further amplified by the example pictures included in the article. All this narrative leans into the so-called dark forest theory, according to which each civilization in our galaxy is a predator and the smaller ones are trying to hide from the bigger ones, lest they get conquered. Is this the case of us, like in the trilogy by Liu Cixin and portrayed as a Netflix series Three-Body Problem? The next article we are going to discuss here is dated back to 10th of February and it echoes the most recent UFO event in Washington DC, which hosted some of the first-hand witnesses of one of the most studied and best-known cases of contact in modern times, the Virginia UFO crash of 1996 in Brazil. The article is titled Advances in Project SEE, specifically engineered entities for long-distance travel. Learning from the recovered Virginia cargo EBE. EBE stands for Extraterrestrial Biological Entity, and the term has been in use at least since 1950s, also in reference to cases such as the Kingman UFO crash landing of 1953. Here we have the mention of one, perhaps even two, captured and alive victims of the aforementioned crash in Brazil. What does the text tell us then? Is it, as the title suggests, about entities like the grey aliens, cloned or bioengineered as per the wider UFO lore?
The team was an extremely talented, very professional group that used some great survey techniques to essentially validate, in my view, much of the work that we've been conducting within the military community for the past 50 years.
The mention of time here is interesting. The Virginia event took place in 1996, and going 50 years back, we end up around 1946, so more or less around the time of the Roswell Corona crash, where allegedly 4 humanoid bodies were found.
What Jezilians have figured out how to do is to harvest those cells and to stimulate them to become any of a number of different cells necessary to regrow organs in the bioengineered biological entity. The more primitive the cell, the more the potential for bioengineering. So the ideal cell currently for military application is the very cell set in your body. The effect will be to provide greater structure to those entities who may have a partially functional organ, but have lost a large amount of muscle mass due to the requirements involved in interstellar travel. We can regrow skin and regenerate those organs, but we need to do it quickly. A gaping wound that is created by the loss of skin allows entry of foreign bacteria and the like and threatens the correct functioning of the entity.
It is already the second time in the series of videos where we hear the reference to the race of Gizelians, the same beings who were allegedly behind the 1976 Tehran or Iran UFO incidents, as the same race behind the Virginia crash, perhaps sending the EBE beings captured in Brazil as their bioengineered probes tailored to withstand the vagaries of the travel, as we have just heard. The last paragraph of this article is a sudden turn away from the bioengineering considerations we have heard, and instead it refers to an alleged attempt of creating similar beings carried out by humans.
In Pentagon terms, $950 million doesn't sound like a lot of money. There's a part of the equation that you might not know about anyway. We need to have our Cs ready before 2100 if we are right in expecting the Gizelians to be here by around 2150.
While endeavors such as aliens creating hybrids are widely known in the UFO lore, our own attempts at creating what would effectively be most likely androids or also hybrids made of alien and human genetic material are less known. One peculiar mention of such an endeavor took place during the 2024 UAP hearing before the US Congress, when Representative Lauren Boebert asked the witnesses whether they have heard about human soldiers receiving alien DNA as an attempt at creating what would effectively be superhumans or super soldiers, carrying non-human genetic material in their bodies and perhaps capable of feats we can only dream about in terms of our own biology. We definitely heard some food for thought today. It is a shorter video as I am terribly busy with work at the moment, but I am hoping to pick up the pace soon. In the meantime, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about our odd journey into this mysterious website that Forgotten Languages is, and whether you believe that any of the topics discussed today could be real. Thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you soon in another video. Take care.